What's up, Komen IE? Chad again here with the Camp Transformation Center. Coming at you on this fabulous Wellness Wednesday. And today we have a very special guest, a good friend of mine, in fact, somebody who really brought me into Susan G. Komen. And we're very privileged to have her. She is a fighter, she is a survivor, she's a mother, a wife, a sister, a great friend, and really just an amazing human being. So please join me in welcoming Mrs. Sonia Briseño.
Hi, community. Good day. This is Sonia Briseño speaking to you. I'm a breast cancer survivor 2 times. First time when I was diagnosed, it was in 2018. And for the second time, 2013.
So Sonia, tell me a little bit about your journey back then, before we met, before you found the camp, before you and I crossed paths and got to know each other. Tell us a little bit about how that happened.
Of course. Well, like I mentioned before, in 2013, when I was diagnosed, I was like another breast cancer fighter, and I went through all the process. But at one point, I feel overwhelmed, and definitely I need something to learn, to share, and for them to guide me. It's when I crossed my paths with Susan G. Komen, and all start in one race in Orange County. And I can tell you that since then, my life changed with Komen. They definitely been a huge, huge part in my journey, both times, and also it's a huge impact in my life and also in my sister's life. Because at one point she was diagnosed, or we both were diagnosed together.
Wow, both of you guys, that's crazy. Since we've met, you've really just shared with me how important, health and fitness has been in your life, and how that's taken, your fitness game to the next level and helped you really power through, some of the struggles and obstacles, and help you overcome adversity. So why don't you tell me just a little bit about how the camp, or really fitness in general, has helped you throughout this time?
It's a huge change, and it's a huge impact. Why? And after both times when I was diagnosed, I have to go through the process of surgeries, chemotherapies, and of course breast reconstruction. For my body, it was a huge shock, because before there was no surgeries at all, no treatments, and no these strong medicines. At one point, yes, I went back to normal life, but just go back to work, keeping the mom that I was, taking care of family and everything, but no exercise involved at all. All come together when in 2013, the second time when I was diagnosed, and after being in this medicine, I come back with my doctor one time, and I talked to him, and I said, this medicine is helping me to prevent cancer come back, but it's hurting my body, my bones, sincerely, I can't even move normally, let's put it this way. And it's when he told me, I think you need to start walking, running, or swimming. Okay, I can do that, because a little bit before I start doing some walks and runs, but until I get invited to a gym that I thought it was going to be just like a regular gym, because this gym is not the same as the other ones. And how it been helping me? Well, let me tell you, then since 4 years ago, I have no more treatments for my bones. I learned to have a balance in life with food and exercise, plus combined with my medicines. So it's a huge impact, yes. And do I change it? No. they sent me to physical therapy and therapy. Well, since 4 years, there's no physical therapy and no therapy because I got all this right here at the camp.
Wow, that's awesome. I think fitness in general really just kind of helps you get to the next level. It helps you. It brings you to where you wanted to be this entire time, and you're striving for progress. You're working towards a common goal, and I'm the same way. It's really helped me also. So you mentioned that you had been diagnosed not once, but twice with breast cancer, which I'm sure could have been devastating to so many people, as I'm sure just even one time. But how would you say that the second diagnosis or the second bout with breast cancer affected you, knowing what you already had known from your first bout? I think a lot of times we talk about preparation and the unknowns. And I mean, the first time I ever came to the camp, or something I was unfamiliar with, I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I was a little bit scared. I was intimidated. But knowing that you beat breast cancer once, how did that second bout of breast cancer affect you, and how did you attack that?
Well, the second time when I was diagnosed, unfortunately, 6 weeks before I was diagnosed, my sister was diagnosed first, and I went for a regular follow-up because even if I fight the first time, as a patient, you gotta continue your follow-ups and you gotta continue trying to back to normal in your life. But it's not because it's over. You have to continue with your appointments and follow-ups. So which I did. When I was about to celebrate my 5 years, it's when I was diagnosed again. But to all this past 5 years and all what I learned, this time I was able to help my sisters. We only are 2 sisters, and at that point I understand that I have to be strong mentally and physically for her. For her, it was a shock. For me, even my doctor mentioned, you know how it's going to be. Is it time for you to help her and go through all this journey together? I knew what I was going to go through, but I have to share with my sister my acknowledgement. And this is why one of the reasons I really enjoy to share my story, my journey, and think and prepare mentally that it's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be impossible. And also just to take one day at a time. Don't push yourself, don't push your body. I tried to do that once and it didn't work. It's too much for you, for your body to push when your body's telling you, slow down, I'm gonna be okay, just give me time.
Wow, yeah. I can only imagine, having somebody like that in your corner, having that support system, someone who says, I know what you're going through, I've been there, and we're going to do this together. So just having a different mindset about things. How has your mindset changed from before you had breast cancer, before you were diagnosed with breast cancer, to surviving and beating breast cancer the first time, beating breast cancer the second time alongside with your sister? Can you compare your life before breast cancer and after breast cancer in terms of how you take on or how you experience every single day?
Definitely, it's been a huge change. Before breast cancer, I was focused myself and my family, my kids, my house, work, everything. And as a wife, as a woman, I was putting myself the last. When I was diagnosed, definitely my life, it was more in a rush. Make sure everything it was fine. Work, like I said, work, kids, and everything. I don't really take the time to appreciate life. I really was feeling that disconnection with God. The change, it is huge. First of all, we can be a person that we're so positive, but there's a time that life knock you down, and it's okay. But it's okay as well to understand that your faith, it's important, that He's going to be with you no matter what. Get up and move forward little by little. Mindset, I'm always trying to be positive, but there's moments that for more positive that you are, or you have that positive attitude, there's moments that you feel like, I can't do this anymore, but it's okay to don't stand in the corner. It's just get up, reconnect, and put that mindset back one day at a time. How has been changed in this 12 years? A lot. Now I put myself first, because as a mom and as that strong person to my partner, I can be strong so we can work this together and keep moving forward in our daily life.
And you are always so positive, and if I was ever going through anything, I'd love to have someone just like you right next to me. So positivity always wins, and you do a great job of that, and we're very blessed to have you in our lives. And there are so many people out there fighting breast cancer, and they're not fighting it alone. Their families are fighting it with them. They're experiencing it with them, not to that extent, of course, but when someone you care deeply about is struggling, you feel that pain right alongside with them. And what I would like to ask you today is, being that, let's say somebody's out there struggling, fighting breast cancer, fighting for their survival, what can you say to them that you wish somebody said to you? And what can you say to their families that you wish somebody had said to your family to support you through that time?
Definitely, it's a struggle, and from my own experience, I think it's more a struggle for the family that surround the person that is fighting the cancer. It's important as a survivor, you let them be your strong supporters as well, because we try to fight that battle on our own. Sometimes it's not the person, sometimes it's the cancer that is talking to, and we try to put people out, because when they try to tell you good inspirations, good words, or they inspire you, it's you that you're thinking that, no, but I feel this way, I feel this way. It's okay, but be open. Let them support you. Let them treat you. Let them pamper you, because you need it. You are the person that it's already tried to connect your body, your pain, and your mind together. So let them help you. Let them feel the love that they have for you, so that way, together, can go through this process. I wish somebody would tell me that, but I find it with the group support that I joined with Susan G. Komen.
Yeah, thank you for that. We have the More Than Pink Walk coming up October the 11th. I know we're all very excited about it. We've had the privilege of leading the warm-up and being a huge participant in that walk the last 4 years. And I remember actually the first time Sonia and I joined forces was the first walk maybe 4 or 5 years ago in Lake Elsinore, and our team was maybe three or four people, and we just happened to run into each other at the race. And since then it's grown tremendously, of course. But for me, the More Than Pink Walk, it's all about love. It's all about supporting your fellow brother and sister that's fighting a battle next to you, and it's very inspiring for us. But for you, Sonia, somebody who's been through this, who's been such a huge supporter of this organization, what does the More Than Pink Walk mean to you?
Well, what else I can say after those words? Definitely, it's a day of celebration. There we have breast cancer survivors that they still in the fight. We have people and family, they're celebrating the one that lost, and it's huge. The impact, definitely, it's amazing. Just the time to even learn more about this disease. Not necessarily you have to be a breast cancer survivor, but also you invite your friends with you to learn more about it, because at one point in our life we all are being touched by this disease, and it's amazing. You can feel the love, you can feel the support, you can feel the energy, and definitely it's a moment to realize that life is precious and how we can help and share with others as well.
Definitely. Life is precious, and it is so awesome to share things like that with other people. You know, there are so many fighters out there right now. There are so many people watching who just want to be a part of Susan G. Komen to support this great organization. And we love Komen. We love what you guys do in our community. We love just working closely hand in hand with you. Sonia, what would you say to somebody out there? Maybe some words of encouragement, or maybe just some advice for somebody who's either struggling with this disease, or maybe a family member that's trying to support somebody who's also trying to fight. You know, give us something that you wish somebody had, or maybe a mantra, you know, that you've lived by and that's helped you through your journey.
Something that I can tell you is that take one day at a time. It's very important. It's huge, the support that you have around you is just open your heart, your mind to that. What else I can tell you is that Susan G. Komen has been a huge part, and that's one of the reasons that I've been sitting here right now, because they really don't discriminate. They help you, they guide you, they help you to get the support that you need. And what else I can tell you? It's that life is not easy, it's not impossible as well. Cancer can change your body, yes, but one thing is that never can change your attitude. So live by day, and listen to your body, and we got this together. Trust me. If I did this, you can do this. And please, your faith. You can lose everything, just don't lose your faith. And we got this. Definitely we got this. Together, we get it done.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Sonia, for sharing. I just was reading your shirt, Courage, Conquer, Cure. We are in this together. Komen, and you guys are so amazing. We love you. We love working closely with you. And Sonia, thank you so much for being here with us and sharing your journey. We hope to see everybody Sunday, October the 11th at the More Than Pink Walk.